So I remember when I was, you guys remember when the missionaries would come on Wednesday nights and give
Yes.
I rolling her eyes. And so for those of you who
My
don't
face
know,
doesn't lie.
yeah, well, missionaries would come over to churches to try to get support for their ministries. And what they would do is they would follow the same pattern every single time. They would walk in and they would say, all right, we're going to go on a missions trip to French Guiana. Here is a slideshow showing a little bit about the culture of French Guiana, a little bit about the history of the place. French Guiana only has three Baptist Christian churches in the entire country, and we want to get in there and start our own. And they would talk about, we spent 4 weeks in the jungle there, and we saw some miracles. We saw people floating off the ground. We saw arms growing back. Of course, you won't see that here. Very suspicious. Yeah. But the more,
that's weird.
Yeah, no. Like the more remote the location, the more likely it was that you would see some miracle. I found that very interesting that this happened all the time. And then they would, they'd ask you for money to donate. They would talk about ways that they got into the ministry. And a lot of times people would tell these stories about how they became Christians. And I can't tell you how many times I would hear these pastors and these missionaries in the pulpit, and they would say, well, I started dating my now wife when we were, 17, 19, 20 years old. And, she was a church girl and I was a wild kid. I didn't want anything to do with that church. But she told me, if you want to date me, you need to get saved. And so I did. I heard that so many times. And I remember thinking, it's like, hold on.
Yeah.
I know the rules here. You guys say it all the time. Like, unsaved people don't date saved people, when all of your wives apparently did this to get you guys to join the church. And I was like, that's kind of messed up. But that's something that I heard a lot that I didn't appreciate, that they kept doing this.